Hey, hey. Hi, guys. All right. Hopefully, we will get like a breath of fresh air here for our Virgo backdrop behind me. It's kind of a nice, you know, like elegant arches, but then looking out to the freedom of the ocean. So, hopefully, breath of fresh air kind of message. We have a Seven of Cups. Virgo could start to have a lot more opportunities in their life. That could be a breath of fresh air. Sometimes that card can be like, oh, there's uncertainty. I don't know which route to take. But if we go from a place where we didn't really see a lot of options, and all of a sudden we suddenly do have a lot of options, that can not be overwhelming. It can be like, wow, finally, I don't feel like pigeonholed or hemmed in. I think opportunities and options are terrific. As long as, Virgo is connecting to whatever their wishes are. Virgo could suddenly start to have quite a few of their wishes, possibly being granted, and they will have to choose from a selection of things, all of which could be things that Virgo would be excited to have in their life. Okay, we have an Emperor. Love may be on the table. The Emperor is oftentimes a person that Virgo would marry. Now, this could also have to do with meeting somebody that's just like a really reputable, say a business person, somebody that Virgo really would want to, connect with. Like this could be a new boss. Somebody could also be going to bat for Virgo, standing up on behalf of Virgo. We have an Ace of Swords that is sideways. Virgo may not know this. Hang on. Emperor. What do you want with Virgo? Because right now, with you howling like that, I'm wondering if Virgo doesn't know. We have a Two of Swords. Virgo does not know what you're thinking or what you want of them, and you know that. And you kind of want to keep it a secret from Virgo. Why? Seven of Wands, because I don't know if what I'm hoping to do is going to work out. Okay, so we've got, like, it's better that Virgo doesn't know, and yet, I'm going to pry into this, but we have an Emperor, somebody wonderful who has, I'm going to say, like, great intentions toward Virgo, but they themselves don't want to even tell Virgo what their plan is because it still is too much, like on the wire. They don't know if this will work out. Maybe there's a lot of things that have to go just so in their own life. And they're like, I don't know. I don't know if any of this is going to work. We got the Devil sideways. He might be worried about money. He might be worried about, yes, let's say, for example, this is about a boss who really wants to like give Virgo some huge raise. And they're like, but I can't say that because what if I can't follow through? What if, we have a really bad quarter and there's nothing I can do to like create money that isn't there. So that could be an example. This could also be somebody who is not certain about their own situation. They may owe money to someone. We do have this woman in red kind of sitting here grumpily, like waiting for, you owe me this. And he's over here being puppeted. It keeps feeling like he's worried that he won't be able to follow through on something he really wants to do. But what is it that you want to do or give to Virgo? Can we just see that bit? I want to reach out to Virgo. I want to talk to Virgo. I want to start something with Virgo. With that Page of Coins, I want to communicate with Virgo. Knight of Wands. And I want to flirt with Virgo. I want to talk and then I want to flirt. Okay. Eight of Cups. But I got to be single, free, footloose, fancy free to do this. I got to make sure that I can have follow through. So I'm not even going to start talking to Virgo unless my whole, like my slate is clean, my life is tidy, my situation is good. Okay, but can we reverse and let's choose another deck here and ask for Virgo, because this is the breath of fresh air, right? If somebody awesome is operating with integrity, they care about Virgo, they like Virgo, they want to get to know Virgo, they want to get to date Virgo, but they will not try anything with Virgo unless they can back it up with, sincere offers and they can build something. This person seems, an Emperor will always have great intentions, right? It's part of what makes them an Emperor. They're not going to do something sly. They're not going to do something unless they know that is done with integrity. And right now they have worries in their own life. They have some problems going on, or they have financial constraints, or maybe that would, they don't even want to start something unless they can follow through. That's really quite awesome. So that is a breath of fresh air, because this is somebody who has integrity, who cares about Virgo, who would love to get to know Virgo better, but they're not starting that just yet. Okay, but what about all of these other cups for Virgo? That's why I was like, let's also just talk about for Virgo, because obviously Virgo has options, opportunities. I literally have makeup smeared everywhere. I surely do. Virgos, I swear. Summertime, you sweat it off in weird directions. I must have swiped my hand across my face. We've got an 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands for Virgo. Again, we keep seeing lots going on, right? 7 of Cups, 8 of Wands. All I keep seeing is choices. I mean, Virgo's life could be busy. They could start having to juggle a bunch of things. They could start, having all kinds of problems with things. We have divine feminine, sacred feminine. This is our Empress. Whatever it is going on in Virgo's life right now, Virgo's going to find the right answer to absolutely everything that they need to deal with right now. And I do feel like this Virgo might have quite a bit going on. They have people to care about. They have people to help. They have opportunities that pop up for themselves. I feel like Virgo's going to have a very, very busy, possibly like next, could even be like 8 weeks or something. I could picture Virgo having like 2 months of pretty busy, every week I've got somebody to talk to. Every week I also have something fun I can do. I have these opportunities that are popping up seemingly out of the blue. And they're all things that, yeah, this will be nice. I could say yes to that. I could do that. I keep feeling like we have the Chariot. I feel like Virgo's life is going to be so busy. Virgo's not going to be sitting around twiddling their thumbs wondering how that emperor is doing. Virgo's going to be in an empress's status, like taking care of business, nurturing, growing, going places. Virgo could have a trip that they need to take. Virgo may also just start feeling much more empowered, like they're checking things off of their to-do list. But again, it's options that make them really happy. So if Virgo has been like, well, you know what, I really wanted to go see a family member, they'll probably find time to do that. I really wanted to, get a chance to go out and go sky watching. Virgo will probably make time for that. I really want to, maybe start a side hustle or a business or something. Virgo will probably put in genuine effort and get that started, get that up off the ground. I just feel like it's going to be a very busy time, but it's all for things that Virgo wants to do. And I feel like this Virgo has literally a list. It may not be written down. They may not need to. It's just in their head. But I think in these next 2 months, a bunch of emotionally satisfying actions, activities, conversations, real motion is happening in Virgo's life. That's awesome. I mean, this is such a wonderful time. So again, breath of fresh air. Things are happening. Things are getting accomplished. And everything that Virgo does makes their life better, makes their life more peaceful, and makes their life more, in this case, with that Ace of Wands, this is somebody who's just feeling really like, oh, this is nice. This is powerful. This is pleasant. This is, I'm full steam ahead. I've got this wonderful, sunlight around me, inspiration. I'm loving my life, but I'm also peaceful about it. So it's not, I don't know. I think Virgo may develop a new passion as they get so many other things accomplished on their to-do list. But Virgo could also, I'm picturing somebody whose life is just going to be very busy for the next 2 months, and their energy, you notice how she's like emanating this very spiritual aura. Virgo's third eye could really be activated. Their crown chakra could really be activated. Their aura may be purpley. People might start noticing that. Then their aura could shift to like gold. I'm picturing that this Virgo, people are going to comment on what Virgo looks like in the next 2 months. Like, wow, that's a great color on you, or wow, you're just like radiant or something. I feel like it's because Virgo's going to be really happy to be, making progress in their life. So let me just ask this. We know that emperor doesn't want to like make any direction, no move toward Virgo unless they've got certainty that they can follow through. They don't even want to start talking to Virgo unless then they can start flirting with Virgo, and then they can, maybe move toward Virgo, move away from some other chapter of their life. They have to be very single and uncomplicated is what their opinion is. So let me ask, if we have like this I keep wanting to say like this 2 month window where Virgo has just got lots going on in their own life, which is awesome. It's fun. They're checking things off their to-do list. What happens in these next 2 months for this Emperor? Does he get accomplished what he needs to? Ace of Cups. His heart is going to be lighter. He is going to, you see all the transformation with the butterflies. It looks like he falls more in love with Virgo on one hand. How do you know Virgo? Can I just ask that? 10 of Pentacles. This person may have known Virgo or known Virgo's family for a long time, or they just have known of Virgo for a long time. They already feel like Virgo is family. Virgo and this person could have interacted, though, at some point in time, literally like out in a park, out in a forest, bumped into each other out there. And it's like they haven't ever stopped thinking about Virgo. But normally 10 of Pentacles is about business, or it's about family. It's about matters of wealth. So they could also have like patronized Virgo's business, or Virgo patronized theirs. But however they know Virgo, I will say this, Virgo stands out to them in a really big way. Like they already feel like Virgo would be like a kindred soul. Virgo would fit into their family tree. This person could feel very detached from their family tree as well. They could be somebody that does not have strong family roots anymore. With that, him sitting on the severed log, it makes me think this person could be, like an expat. They could be living in an area that is other than where they were raised or born. They could be somebody who did not have good, strong family ties. Alternately, that could have, they may live next door to their family, always have, but they don't have any connection to family. I'm just feeling like this person is a bit lonesome, but they definitely see Virgo as like somebody of great value. But again, it could be because Virgo has proven their value in like literally monetary sense if they did business with Virgo. So a lot of different ways to look at how they know Virgo. But the underlying thing is Virgo represents like a chapter of life that would take them out of loneliness and give them abundance. So whomever they are, they do have a lonely energy to them. Page of Swords. They have taken considerable time to pay attention to Virgo, even spy on Virgo. They have realized Virgo's real high caliber. So in these 2 months, when your Virgo's busy doing other stuff and you're needing to tidy some things up in your own life, 7 of Wands are like, that's exactly what I'll be doing. 7 of Wands is overcoming obstacles, getting themselves out of some kind of sticky situation. This person could have been ending a connection with someone and there was like a monetary issue here. And they were like, I need to finish the legalities of stuff. I need to, get myself free and unattached. I don't want to start talking to Virgo if really I still have to dance to somebody else's tune. There's no way Virgo's going to tolerate that. I want, this could also be them wanting to sever some other connection in their life, be done with like a whole chapter and just be free to move forward unencumbered by their past. Nothing about this Emperor looks like they are not reputable. In fact, they come across as very reputable, but they certainly have been and will be working very hard while still spying on Virgo. What are you going to be thinking about while you're spying on Virgo for these next 2 months? Because we see you working hard, but then Virgo is like the thing that you peer into. 3 of Wands, 6 of Cups. This is somebody who's like dreaming of the day they can leave the dirty city that they live in and sail to Virgo. Virgo will definitely say kindred spirit because this is that soulmate energy. So they will be, I think Virgo is like this bright future spot for them. Like that's where I'm going to be. That's my thing to look forward to attaining. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to go. Hierophant sideways. When it comes to, I don't think that they're fully ready to like admit to themselves that Virgo is the person that they will marry. I think they kind of already know this, but it's like, I can't make a decision like that. I would have to first talk to Virgo, woo Virgo, move toward Virgo. There's so many things that have to happen before I start fantasizing about that. But they do feel like Virgo is some kind of, Virgo's like represents where they want to be. Virgo represents somebody that they want to engage with when they can without being encumbered elsewhere. So good for them for not, stepping across a line or starting something with Virgo when they really shouldn't be. Good for them for having that integrity. That's awesome. So we're going to leave this one here, but I will say nice breath of fresh air for Virgo to be doing what they should for their own life and checking things off their box, off their list of things that they want to accomplish. Can we see one last card? Universe, do you have just any advice for Virgo just right now in this little snapshot? King of Cups. It's very much about like manage one's emotions, surround oneself with people they can resonate with. Definitely taking charge though. And if Virgo has, people that they care about, it's like be the first person to pick up the phone and call somebody, take that action, be in the, the masculine energy, which is just the action taker. Action is the energy of the sun. So if Virgo has people that they love, that they care about, friends, whatever it is, it's like Virgo, make that be part of these next 2 months also, is take awesome action in life, to like express yourself, be kind-hearted, be generous, be that beautiful person that you are. It makes other people feel warmer and makes other people feel more bonded to Virgo. All of that is just going to like really blossom in Virgo's life and blossom other relationships with Virgo. All right, you guys, thank you for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Bye for right now.